Right, hello there. This is actually a YouTube exclusive cast. That's something new to me, but it's because I've been wanting to cover things that I don't necessarily find the capacity to stream live because I'm covering other stuff as well. But I don't want to forget completely about League of Empires because that's an initiative that deserves some attention. I've been covering all the first 4 seasons, playing myself as well. My team doesn't play season 5, sadly. We couldn't find the time. But that doesn't mean I won't be paying attention to the matches. And these games were submitted to me by Frencho, and yeah, I'd be happy to cast them. These teams are basically arch enemies. This is what division is it? I think it's third division now. Third division. You'll have to correct me on that for this YouTube live and roast me in the comments. But anyway, let's get to it. It's a best of 2 setting. Each team gets 1 home map. If you win both games, you're awarded 3 points. And if you lose 1 and win 1, it's 1 point per team, etc. If you lose both, obviously you get 0 points. So it's almost like a football league system. Let's have a look at the sibs here, shall we, of the 2 teams. Let's start with TTT, which stands for Troondo's Tartan Tribesmen. And on the flank here, we have John AMD with the Mayans. Pretty try-hard flank civ here, very common to see on Arabia because the Mayans have cheaper archers, longer-lasting resources, and also stellar eagle warriors, elite eagle warriors in the Imperial Age with the unique technology giving them extra hit points. You also have some mobility in the Mayans unique unit, the plumed archer, should it get to that. That's more commonly seen on closed maps like Arena or Hideout and stuff, but wouldn't rule it out for Arabia either if the opportunity arises. It's a foot archer, but it moves really quickly and fires quite quickly, so it's basically Mayans' equivalent of a cavalry archer, so to speak. Alright, moving on to the pocket, we have Troondo in the pocket here, yeah, I'm assuming the team leader, team captain, since the team is named after Troondo's Tartan Tribesmen, but in any real case, Troondo is playing as the Franks from the pocket here, so in this rival match between Raiden Party and TTT, they're not taking any chances, they want the best civilizations possible. Franks, 20% extra hit points on the cavalry units starting Feudal Age, and also harvesting berries 15% faster, farming upgrades kicking in instantly in the next ages. Fantastic boom for the Franks and easily makes it more easy to afford cavalry production throughout the whole game. Now to the left we have Frencho here with the Britons. Also another civilization streamlined towards archers play. Britons have Hypno bonuses for the archers. You get +1 range in the Castle Age and another +1 range in the Imperial Age. And on top of that, if you research Yeoman from the castle, you get another +1 range. So fully upgraded Britain's Arbalists, they have 5+6 range, which is 3 more range than generic Arbalists. And already in the Castle Age, that's a huge advantage, because you can't really defend with Mangonels against the Britons. Because of that extra range, because Britons will just kite away and use their +1 extra range to outrange the Mangonels. So awkward to play against Britons, but they're also a bit of a one-trick pony civilization in that sense, because they just they're so streamlined towards archers play, even though they have fully upgraded infantry from the blacksmith as well, so that comes in handy if you're facing Goths, for example, and need good champions. Britons team bonus, archery ranges work 20% faster, going to benefit the Mayans as well here. Oh, a little bit of scouts running over here. Troondo joining in with John AMD actually for some trying to... Did they get the villager snipe? They got the villager kill on the Mayans! Nice! It looks like we have some drushes or men-at-arms planned here, men-at-arms maybe. We'll see, yeah, going to gold, that's men-at-arms from Dr. Tilty here, who is also playing Mayans by the way. So this is a Mayans mirror on the right hand side. I think they have several plans, but John AMD dropping the bags just now. Yeah, he's gonna go for the straight archers, which means that the Mayans, the purple men-at-arms opening will have very little success to it. Uh-oh, get that last tile. Yeah, I think Dr. Tilty will struggle to do enough damage here. Alright, in the pocket for Raiding Party we have their What I think is their top player, elo-wise and maybe experience-wise as well, is Fingolfin playing in the pocket as the Franks. Pretty solid player, good game sense, good overview of the game situation usually when playing from the pocket. So we'll see how he handles Franks here. It's a Franks mirror, it's a Mayans mirror, and it's even a Britain's mirror. This is a full freaking mirror matchup. I hate mirrors, but yeah, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here and see how it plays out. Looks like 4 militia here for Yipip, who wants to go for a men-at-arms opening as well. 21 pop men-at-arms, 4 men-at-arms, or to become 4 men-at-arms, presumably, if Yipip can muster the resources, and indeed he does. But the 22 seconds idle time, that sets back that opening a little bit. That's not to say you won't be doing damage though. Yeah, found the opening, that's good. Eagle Scouts fighting their way as well. Yeah, pretty aggressive opening from Yipip here with the Britons. Double attacks coming in, men-at-arms coming in. How's the scouting though, Yipip? You must have pushed all the deer to afford this, I think, so that's going to be a concern. We'll dodge TC fire though, because Yipip knows the TC is here. Probably lost the scout to that one because he doesn't have the scout. And clever walling here from Frencho as well. There is a gap though, and the walling builders would also be subject to... Oh, go for it. Go for that one. Go kill. There we go. Wait, why is Frencho hitting? Why is Frencho hitting Fingolfin with the man-at-arms? Didn't actually locate red over here, that's funny. Oh, alright, we're back. We gotta get red. Where's red? He's here. He's gonna send the men-at-arms all the way over here to help now. Nice. 4 men-at-arms, better than 3. Might just be able to break through. Nope. But still idling all of the berries here, which is a reward in itself for Yipip here. Good men-at-arms opening here as our teal friend moves back to Fingolfin inside. The gate is open, just run in. Do your thing. So not much damage done here by Frencho. Bit of a lacking in the scouting department. Did also lose the scout somewhere here. Maybe against Fingolfin. Too much happening in these territories, I can't catch all of the movements, but yeah, they were dealt with. Swift and easy with the higher HP Frank scouts. Usually 4 scouts is enough to deal with 3 men-at-arms, and if you have Franks with the extra hit points as well, it makes it all that more easier. Archers now being produced by Frencho here. Frencho did lose 1 builder, but that's going to be about it because the second range is going up now, and Frencho will be pumping out those archers to deal with the men-at-arms forward of Yipip, so that should be the end of it over here. No ranges, no blacksmith, I mean, for these Britain's players on this side. Whoever gets to fletching first will, or the upgrades in general, will have a nice advantage. John AV is in with the men-at-arms there, so he did go for the men-at-arms after all. I felt like that barracks was really late, but I guess he made it work after all. Frank scouts from both sides here, all of the scouts on this side now. Fingolfin just waiting to engage. I guess the TC, no wait, there's the men-at-arms. Yeah, there are here. They don't want to fight higher numbers and not the spears either. Staying close to the men-at-arms, I like that. Wait, how did Dr. Tilty lose 4 builders? Oh, so much aggression on both sides. So I guess they had some good offenses here from TTT on the right hand side. And also idling the economy quite a bit of Dr. Tilty here. 353 is the idle TC time at now, so Dr. Tilty falling massively behind it. 22 builders now. Scouts numbers, they are slightly higher for Fingolfin here, and most of them staying close together as well, whereas Troondo has the reinforcements coming in here, is going to gather up the scouts on the other side as well, presumably. Join up with Yipip, and now deal some more damage on Frenchop's side, who has been losing 3 villagers as well. So, all in all, good offensives from both sides here. Troondo killed 4 villagers, Yipip killed 3 villagers. And the overall villager count, due to lower idle town center time, is better for TTT. Better economy currently, but that could change Let's see here, fletching on the way in, that's going to be the first for Yipip here. These scouts, they don't care about TC movement here, right? They're the teammates, so they definitely don't need to care about TC fire. They're gonna clean up Yipip just by the time fletching kicks in. With an earlier fletching here, Yipip would trade slightly better, but good job of Troondo scouts here to clean up this first wave of archers from Yipip. Although Yipip still has a numbers lead over Frencho and more consistent production. Hole! There's a hole! Why did you reveal that? Now... You should really flare that. Troondo should really flare that to Frencho. This is not too easy to spot the hole here between the houses and woodland, but we just saw the scout passing through there, so that would is a potential issue for later if Frencho doesn't plug it. Spears chasing Fingolfin, but he is on point here. Oh, Dr. TLT really struggling for the TC production here. It's 5 minutes and counting now, 28 villagers, whereas Fingolfin, the teammate, has 40, so that's something about the difference there. Of course, the pockets don't take nearly as much of a hit in these games. You're generally more safe in the pocket position than in the other positions in team games, at least in the very early game. Just shorter distance to travel to the flanks. Good little doubling here. John AMD chases with the spears. Should have stuck... Oh. Where are you going? Talk together. That's fine. Troondo has the numbers, so should be alright here, but it would be an even better fight if the archers or spearmen joined in the fight here. Oh, another wave of archers and a couple of spears for Yipip. Yipip certainly has the numbers advantage over Frencho here. And should be able to break through as well. It's not easy to quick wall. You'd have to place a market here if you're Frencho. With fletching, you'll reach the quick walling villager. If your attention is on point, Yipip must be looking somewhere else though, because it's not really making an attempt to deny the walling. Alright, weakens. Oh, is that a kill? Almost. Meanwhile, the scouts are fighting in the middle. Fingolfin is losing scouts, but it's also going Castle Age. Something that Troondo has already achieved, in fact. So I think Troondo made slightly fewer scouts than Fingolfin, and that's paying off here in the transition towards Castle Age. Huge head start to the Knights production for Troondo, who definitely should be using this advantage to drop another town center and start kickstart the boom as well to increase the eco lead over the opposing pocket. But Yippee pulls back home, and the reason for that, among other things, is that he's on the way to the Castle Age. It's about 1 hour to go. 1 hour said 160 seconds to go. 1 minute, of course. Maybe I didn't have enough morning coffee today. Anyway, should be perfectly safe here for the archers for now. And there's the second TC I talked about. So Troondo getting that one up, gonna start production before Fingolfin can get his second TC up, and that means a solid economy lead potentially for Troondo here. Unless Fingolfin drops 2 TCs right away and catches up in that way, of course. But that is also going to impair any potential Knights production from Fingolfin. So TTT, they're not going to let go of the Mayans here. I like how they keep pressuring the purple player. And Dr. Tilt is somehow able to muster ridiculous masses of archers here still. That's the cheaper Mayans archers for you. But as a result, not able to go to the Castle Age yet. Is he actually missing the second building? I mean, the resources are there for the Castle Age. However, with Crossbow Bodkin in for Mayans, John AMD here, and the Knights in, just chase here, just obliterate all these armies, and Dr. Tilty is out of the picture for good if that keeps up. I think they're going to go straight for gold here to deny the gold, to deny further archers production. And yeah, they're chasing the masses. I like that. They want to diminish the crossbow mass. They don't worry too much about TC fire here. given the mass of units here. They're happy to trade for builder and army kills here, and I guess this tower can be dealt with either with the archers, just crossbows just sitting right underneath, or with the knights taking it out. Or yeah, more builders killed. Disaster for those Dr. Tilty here. No, stay, just take out the tower. They might want to move on to the pocket now, that might be the idea. And Fingolfin actually stays 1 TC here. He wants to double up on the Knight's production instead. I guess it makes sense to try and catch up with Troondo here, but Troondo is very consistent with double stables as well. So I'm not sure what's the better approach here. Of course you need army on the field, especially when your teammate is taking a beating like this. But it's okay, it's 4 stability. I guess Fingolfin might be able to catch up here in the Knight's numbers if he's able to muster the resources needed. Alright, on the other side here, Troondo has to help Frencho over here. They'll probably gang up to deal with the masses here, most of the knights here, but that's fine because Dr. Tilty has taken lots of damage over here, and John AMD is happy to push on his own or over at the other side here. All of the knights, no kidding, it's 18 cavalry units here, but some of them are light cav, in fact. Oh, do coordinate though, get the surround here. Crossbows from one side and knights from the other. That's disaster. That's disaster for Yip here. I won't say he's been careless with the crossbow mass, but he didn't expect this mass of cavalry, so they haven't really been tracking the pocket army movements properly here. Probably because Fingolfin with the mobility has been busy defending on the other side, neglecting to see that the knights were in fact moving over to the other side. Yip showing some nice micro here though, is really getting the best of the situation here. +2 is in for Troondo, which means that Troondo will withstand more crossbow fire and will be losing some knights here, but who cares? He has 25 knights out. Fingolfin actually able to keep up now due to the trades of Yip here, with Yip losing crucial numbers, and you can't hide in the choke point when you have archers or crossbows rather chasing your own. With the knights out of position though, Fingolfin takes the opportunity to raid Troondo in the pocket, who isn't walled at all. You have my respect for that. I don't like walled boys. Quick gate here probably to keep the knights out. Right? What? Alright, that's going to be 12 villagers down for Troondo unless the knights can find their way back home, but they're a bit too slow. They might not have husbandry yet. They don't. Whereas Fingolfin has husbandry, so Fingolfin will actually be able to outrun Troondo's knights as well. But just like that, Troondo loses 12 villagers, and Fingolfin is, even with only 1 TC here, is in the villager lead. Top side here, Dr. Tilty still taking a beating. Rams here pushing. Tilty is out of this game, sadly. 27 villagers. Still has some army, doing the best here to hold. But that's not gonna apply if Yip can't push enough on the other side here. He's being joined by Fingolfin. Maybe they'll be able to deal some counter damage, but the overall population is definitely in favor of TTT here to Troondo's Tartan Tribesmen. Almost 100 population ahead. Being chased here by Fingolfin. Again, that lack of husbandry is not working into Troondo's favor here. Fingolfin has speedier knights, and they are evenly matched in numbers. Fingolfin expertly using the hill here to get some extra hill damage advantage here. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight for Fingolfin. Evening out the numbers here, 4 stables producing now, Troondo not producing at all. I mean, if this keeps up, and if Raiding Party are able to re-establish and extend their economies, maybe get Yip to the Imperial Age ahead of Frencho here, it's not all that bad for Raiding Party after all. They are severely behind in total army numbers though, and I can't help but feel like John AMD is spending too much time on Dr. Tilt here. There's been so much damage done already. Just move on to the pocket already. Just move on to Fingolfin, especially when all of his cavalry is down south raiding. You want to hit Fingolfin at home. He needs to pull his army back home, and he won't have any response over here. Yipip doesn't have army to help. I mean, if John MD moved to Fingolfin 5 minutes ago, this could have been GG, because Fingolfin wouldn't be able to handle this mass of crossbows. Just move to the pocket already. Move even over to Yipip's side and go for a 3 vs 1 on that side. And you do so much more damage. Heck, even having joined in the over here with the crossbow mass would help even out this fight where Fingolfin is with most of the cavalry. Stop chasing purple! What's your personal agenda against Dr. Tilty here? Dr. Tilty is out of it for a long time now. Needs to reboom to get anything out. 12 population total. Now finally I think we're moving... Right? She lives? Alright. Yeah, finally we're moving to the pocket side here. I think Fingolfin predicted this. Or maybe Dr. Tilty told him that something's going on here. Look at that castle logo we got on the main goal of Dr. Tilty. Troondo started Tribesmen won't be needing trade for a while, or John AMD won't be needing trade for a while since he claims this gold. Overchop! Bad news for Fingolfin here. Some builders will be going down now, but without pocket assistance from Troondo here, these crossbows might be in the pickle against Fingolfin's mass numbers of knights. Look at this, look at this. If Fingolfin gets us around with these 30-something knights now, then all of John MD's crossbows will be down just like that. Sure, Mayan's crossbows are cheaper. They are cheap, but you still have to spend gold and wood replenishing them. And John MD isn't currently producing. He needs to plop down some rages ASAP here to get more production going and replenish these numbers. Fingolfin absolutely wrecked this fight with the knights around here. Fantastic trade for Fingolfin here. 96 to 50 is the KD 100 to 50. Frank's knights clearly OP. And yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that Troondo wasn't here to join in the raids on the pocket, because that was very... I mean, 4-wheel skill, that's amazing defense from Fingolfin there. 4-wheel just lost, 4-wheel just lost only. And now suddenly Troondo's Tartan Tribesmen on the passive side could be because French is going Imperial Age here and beating Yipip to it by 2 minutes. Feel like we're gonna need some forward presence here as well though, like a castle up on this hill or something. Fortify the hills between the players to get going. Do you have any more ranges? Barracks now. Is John AMD making the switch to Eagles? Switching to Pikes. He's gonna go Halb now because he lost all of his most of his crossbow mass. So it's gonna be Pikes defense instead. Eco is 50 or so villagers ahead for TTT, and they still have the army advantage despite the fact that John AMD carelessly lost all of the crossbows trying to raid Fingolfin. Timing was a bit off there. If he'd done it 5 minutes early, Fingolfin would have stood a chance. He didn't have the numbers, and he didn't have the knights in position to deal with the forward like that. Now look at the Knights Masses from Troondo here. Arbs are in for Frencho. Arbs with Racer as well. 5+5 range now will easily outrange the Britain's adversary here. So it's a Britain's mirror, but whoever gets to Arb Racer first will obviously have an advantage. You should definitely chase the crossbow mass here. Take out as much as possible. Even if you don't know that Yipip is up here, just keep chasing. Easily. Okay, that Siege Workshop is a bit scary, but until there's a flag on it, why not just chase? Wait, John MD has been missing ballistics all this way. That's unfortunate for our blue friend here, as he's taking a beating at home from Fingolfin. The pike switch happened, but not happening quite in time here. Only 5 pikemen ready to deal with these raids. Ooh, so now Fingolfin is ensuring payback on John AMD with the Mayans here, while the purple player Dr. Tilty is rebooming. Troondo's cavalry to the rescue here, but look at Fingolfin's production. 6 stables pumping out knights here. However, we have Imperial Age on the way for Fingolfin. He ceased production to get to the Imperial Age and will beat Troondo easily to the Cavalier and potentially Paladin here, because Troondo isn't really anywhere near the Imperial Age click looking at the resources. Arbs raids from French on the left-hand side, desperately trying to get at the castle here for Yipip, but Yipip will lose so many villagers in the process. Lacking Bracer as well, 5+4 means that French still has range advantage, and there are virtually no Arbs in the army for Yipip for now. So French can just camp this castle and snipe more and more villagers. It's 85%. Take the villager, get the villager, please, 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 don't let this single villager complete this freaking castle. There we go, thank you. We're moving on, allowing this castle to go up, maybe. I think we're alright. Fingolfin, man of the hour here, 10 stables now producing. With Imperial Age kicking in, he'll have access to Chivalry as well to further or to boost the stables production by 40%. Could be quite huge to catch up. In the meantime, we have triple barracks pikeman investment from John AMD, but his food eco just really isn't set up for that, especially not after losing, or almost losing this TC to Fingolfin's raids. I think it's on Fingolfin to take his team back into the game here now, and an early Cavalier Paladin over the opposing pocket might just do it. But the pressure is indeed heavy here as Frencho drops a forward castle on the last remaining safe gold of Yipip, which in return will also... Wait, there's one over here as well, but the Arbs will probably start contesting that if that's scouted. He's about to find it. Raiding party living up to their name though, with Fingolfin with 40 eco kills and still only lost 4 villagers this game. He's been under way too little pressure this game. I think Troondo will dive in here to take this TC. Again, I think they need to pressure pocket. Yipip has taken a huge beating. Dr. Tilty is not back into it. Just focus all 3 armies on Fingolfin now, and that might just be the win condition here, because red and purple won't be contributing. Fingolfin taking the hill here with a ridiculous mass of knights, 66 knights and counting. He knows that he's going to be the only one providing army of sizable mention here, and he gets a fantastic trade again. Fingolfin is single-handedly going to take out this fight. He has Cavalier, he has plate guarding armor in. And of course he's going to lose some to the arms here, but if eco allows, Fingolfin will just replenish and still be in a good spot here. Yeah, he's left with 41 Cavaliers still. And could sell wood here for Paladin potentially. Just seize a bit of production and just go for that Paladin upgrade as well. He has lots of numbers. Dr. Tilty going into skirmisher defense here. Probably the only thing he can do at this point without access to any mentionable gold. While Frencho keeps up the forward pressure on Yipip's side, but Yipip wants to push back here. 2 Trebs now out to deal with this forward castle. Going to disallow Frencho from taking this gold over here. And now where are Fingolfin's armies? He's going to go raid Troondo again, I think. Or is he going to clean up the arms now? Yeah, he might be needed over here. No sign on Paladin yet, but Fingolfin is getting Chivalry, so he's going to boost that Cavalier production even further. John AD going Imperial Age here, and has quite a chunk of pikes here. Will want to go Halberdier ASAP in the Imperial Age. With Troondo in the Imperial Age as well, we have Cavaliers in, and Paladin just around the corner. Could sell some wood here and just buy that Paladin upgrade and actually get a stronger unit against Fingolfin here again. But you'll see the cavalry masses. Good tracking of Fingolfin's movement here. Fingolfin wants to raid, but they're not going to allow raiding party to do so easily. They are giving up the hill though. At this point in the game, it would be nice to have some castles in these crucial spots here from either team, just to secure a point to fall back to limit raids like this, to ensure that the raiding units take some damage on the way to their raiding spree. But let's see for Fingolfin here is stop production of Cavalier now. He won't be... No, wait, he rebooted it. So he won't be going Paladin here. Won't be going Paladin just yet. Crossbows doing work up here. Imperial Age right around the corner now. Troondo going for Paladin. Like I said, but he's taking a fight before Paladin. That's a fight you really shouldn't take with Troondo. I guess you have to take it. But it's a fight you really don't want to take before Paladin can kick in 1 minute 20. Because if you lose all of your Cavaliers before Paladin, that very expensive Paladin upgrade is completely useless. Yeah, he's hesitant to engage here, I like that. It's 60 something seconds to go. Meanwhile, Frencho pushing here, pushing back here, did deal with one treb. Is Yeoman in by any chance for either of them? No, they're not stressing that. But Chemistry is in for... Chemistry is in for Frencho, but not for Yipip, so Frencho still has the better Arbalest and the better mass on this side. 88 ARBs and counting. Let's have a look here for the soon-to-be Paladins here, how that will switch up the fights here. Now, the Halbs of John AD, they should definitely be coming over here, because there aren't any Arbalists from Britons or the Mines to deal with this. So if you send the Halberdiers into Fingolfin's Cavalier here now, there's nothing Fingolfin can do. He doesn't have his teammates to snipe the Halberdiers. So team communication again here. We need John AD's Halbs over here right now. We need to lure them into that. Look at this! Look at this! This could be a... Oh! This is amazing! Great team communication here. Oh, we're going to throw up so many on Fingolfin's units here. Fully upgraded, aside from the last attack upgrade here for John AMD. Might be missing Squires, because they seem to be outrun here by good margins. And yeah, both have Husbandry here for the Cavalier Paladin. But then again, Paladin, if you just flood in hubs like John AMD is doing here, when there aren't any particular numbers of ranged units on the other side to deal with this, it's still in Troondo's Tartan Tribesmen's hands here. In this back and forth game, it's been some solid raiding from Fingolfin, as you can see. Definitely KD on the higher end for both parties here. But look at it, Frencho here with the Arbalests, Paladins from the other side. Now just mix in the Halbs here from John AMD, and we'll have a 3 vs 1 situation that Fingolfin can't possibly hold against. And there's a sizable chunk of ARBs as well, 84 ARBs, and still keeping production going here out of 12 ranges, no less. Sure, Troondo will lose some numbers here, but he has 44 Paladins total here. Castle Fire will help out here as well, and if Fingolfin, there's a limit to how long Fingolfin can keep producing the Paladins as well. He is going to run out of gold here, eventually. Still, of course, has a sizable chunk of Paladins, but his teammates don't provide anything else than Skirmishers here. And Skirmishers, they will be slain by the Paladins of Troondo here. Troondo, not currently producing, might be struggling for gold as well. He is indeed. So, it's about time to consider some trade for TTT here if they really want to close it out, but they have a massive army advantage. They are 100 military ahead here, and I'd be surprised if they are not able to close this out. Look at the Halbs chasing the Paladins or raiding inside the Fingolfin space as well. That's going to impair production again. Look at the Paladin numbers, 24 now, not producing at all out of these ridiculous masses of stables. Paladins of Troondo join in as well. Troondo has a weaker economy, but still has the numbers slightly, and we have a Britain's player consistently producing Arbalesters here as well. $115 to 39 military here. Light cab for Fingolfin, because that's about the only option he has. He will at least produce them quickly from the stables, but what's the eco situation like? It doesn't even really have a lot of food to produce these units. The GG is called. Great pressure, great, I'll almost say great comeback from GG Easy. Great comeback from Troondo's Tartan Tribesmen here. Bit toxic there with the GG Easy, but I know these teams know each other. They are arch rivals currently, so I think there's no ill... yeah, that's no harm done in that. that comment right there, GT easy. It wasn't easy at all, I'd say. It's been great damage on both sides. Just look at Fingolfin's Wilder kills here. How huge rates have been made. He also set John AMD back big time before the Imperial Age. Delayed that. Don't want to go to... Wouldn't exactly label this an easy game for either party. So Runestones is the second game between these guys. Sorry for not knowing which home map which is which for these players. But just a moment here to browse through the stats. Dr. Tilty taking a huge beating early on, losing all of home base. Tough resistance. I guess there was kind of a skill gap between the two Mayans players here. Very similar uptimes as well from the scouts and the Men-at-Arms initiatives here. Little head start for TTT there, slightly lower idle TC time with their build orders to begin it. And finally the APM chart, of course, to see the madness going on there. Some peaks here and there in the 120s. Alright, let's pull up the next one. Alright, I need to set the team names again here. Looks like Yipip is playing the pocket this time around. TTT up 1-0. Now we are on Runestones. Let's have a look at the civilizations for this one and what they have in mind. Cuman's pocket for Yipip. So Cubans received a buff recently that gave them discounted stables and archery ranges. So as Cubans, you can go and extended feudal age even in the open maps now on team games, because you could either go crazy feudal with the double stables and additional scouts, or double up on the scouts production early, or you could save that 100 wood that you do on the stables and place your second TC nice and early, while keeping up the pressure with the scouts play together with your teammates. It's still going to, still going to delay your castle age timing, but will have an amazing economy heading into the castle age with your 2 TCs, and then you could just drop another 2 stables and pump out of 4 stables, no problem. Humans, fastest paladins in the game as well. They have 5% speed increase for the cavalry starting in the feudal age, 5, 10, and 15 total. So they will outrun even any paladins really in the game. Very fast ones. Right hand side we have Moin here playing as the Vikings for this one. Nice flank civilization to have. They have an amazing economy with the wheelbarrow and handcart kicking in instantly, saving you 6 villagers worth of research time for these upgrades. Strong infantry as well, 10, 15 and 20% HP, what should I say, HP increase in the feudal castle and imperial ages. So Vikings, Men-at-Arms opening, or even the Drush is strong, because once you get to the feudal age, Flush, for example, Drush into archers, strong because once you hit the feudal age, if your Drush is still alive, you'll have more hit points on your units to keep harassing the enemy economy. Oh, didn't find the second board there, gonna spot it any moment now. And finally, to the left hand side, Fingolfin playing the flank this time around, so not OP pocket with the Franks, but with the Ethiopians. 20% faster firing archers, and also granted 100 food, 100 gold upon reaching each next age, which is handy. For example, a Men-at-Arms opening again. We'll see how Fingolfin goes about it. You could also you could pull off a really early feudal age archers with Ethiopian stay, like if you just push in the deer and they eat all the sheep and the boar, you could still go feudal age, and then drop blacksmith ranges and go 19 pop straight archers. As for the opposing team, we have Troondo with the Franks again here. So they're really using their tryhard civs against raiding party here. In League of Empires, you're only allowed to use each civilization 3 times during the league, which is at least 8, usually 7 or 8 matchups in the division, depending. So you'll have to go creative on civs, but of course they're facing their arch enemy, arch nemesis. They want to have the best civilizations possible. So this time around, Troondo has an, aside from the speed of the Cuban's paladins, which could come in handy, of course. Oh, look at the Lamer. Lamer boy. Franks have more hit points for the paladins because they have 20% hit points increase as opposed to bloodlines giving 20 hit points increase. So in the very late game, if this gets to the paladins, as it might do, judging from the previous game, Troondo will have better, stronger paladins than the Cubans player. Left side, Frencho with the Britons. So it's the same, it's exact same civilization lineup as on Arabia here for TTT. So Britons for Frencho, going to get that extra range bonus as mentioned in the previous game. And now we'll have an advantage, obviously, over the Ethiopians because of the range. And because of the faster working ranges, which will benefit both the Mayans of John AMD to the right here, and Britons, obviously. I see the barracks going up, a C20 pop, and 1 villager on gold. This should be the man-at-arms opening again from the Britons player here. It seems risky because Fingolfin will be going up here. Well, he's dropping the barracks as well. He might be doing the man-at-arms as well. Maybe he's trying to scout it, actually. Nah, they're all going greedy here, pushing their deer to boost their eco for the openings. At least Frencho has some idea here, knows the location of the town center. Did take a hit, maybe? No. Managed to dodge that. And this is found the gold, main gold, found the berries. I guess when you're up against the Ethiopians, maybe you want to cripple the gold first to limit the archers' production. We'll see. Berry's quite exposed as well. They are sort of forward here, and I don't think Fingolfin will be able to wall in time to keep these Britain's men at arms out. It's quite a wide area to full wall here. Actually, a little bit greedy of Fingolfin to go on about it like this. So the barracks is filled up for John AMD as well. Looks like it's going to be the 22 pop men at arms here, or is it 21 maybe? I think it's 22 since it's Mayans. Only 7 seconds idle TC time as well, so this is a nice and smooth opening here. With Moin dropping the barracks just now, will respond just with the straight archers here as the Vikings. Fingolfin, Feudal Age will catch up with French scouts. Doesn't even need to worry about the hill advantage, but will turn around here. And just like that, French Scouts is going down. 4 men-at-arms. Seems to be a thing nowadays. I like to have 4 as well, if I can afford it. If you push some deer, you can definitely do so. Nice reaction by Fingolfin though. He knows what's coming. He is walling in, preemptively walling in the berries. However, French will be going straight for the gold. Man-at-arms just 5 seconds away now, as is the case for John AMD over here, also going about with the man-at-arms. Moin reacting nicely with the small walls as well. Let's see if he will be able to complete them in time though. This is a commitment, this is actually value already for John AMD, as John AMD breaks in here and gets at least 1 builder. Right? Right? Yep, he did. Nice. John AMD, very limited scouting, probably pushed quite a few deer, but he did idle all of this woodline from Moin, which is great value in its own. Will kill the house as well, just to keep the units busy while and deprive Moin of some wood. Wait, where are these guys going? Fingolfin going to sneak around here. Didn't quite find Frenchov yet. Frenchov on the offensive here, but Fingolfin small walling the gold here. Second range coming up as well. Archers on the way out, though Fingolfin is housed, so he can't quite produce them yet. That's a bit hurtful, actually. It delays your first archer to deal with this man-at-arms forward. Nice creek walls on the side there as well to keep that villager safe. And now let's see for Fingolfin's men-at-arms here what they will accomplish. He finds the woodline. And since Frenchov is busy forward, potentially won't be able to quick wall in time. Fingolfin could be getting some villager kills here now. I think that's 2. Yep, 2 villagers down for Frencho. Nice quick walls on the berries here, but will they be nice enough? Nope, Men-at-Arms are in again. Fingolfin sacrificing the scout now to keep Frencho from quick walling. A couple of archers are out though, but that's 3 villagers dead for Frencho, while Fingolfin didn't lose a single one to the forward here, and now has the faster firing Ethiopian's archers to clean this up. Oh, oh, hold on. That's a bit sloppy on Fingolfin there to send these villagers forward. I don't know where they were going, maybe to wall the backside. It's not quite a kill, and now DC fire to eat the Men-at-Arms, unfortunately. And not many places for Troondo's scouts to hit here. Might finally find a villager kill though. Nope. And Fingolfin having to react to scouts and Men-at-Arms at home also loses the Men-at-Arms forward here, but definitely got the value. Did get 4 villagers in the end. Well, numbers from Yipip. Did he make 2 stables? He did not. He did go for the second TC instead. Could be very beneficial here. Obviously has a solid eco lead over Troondo here, now having 2 TCs, but Troondo obviously will be beating the humans to the castle age and could punish that greedy 2 TC boom. Nice and healthy farm economy for Yippee here though. It's 14 farms, that's more than enough to keep 2 town centers consistently producing. You just have to make sure you don't get housed in the process, and you'll establish a good eco lead over the Franks here. Troondo could easily focus down these archers here, I think, with the scouts, because Fingolfin doesn't have pledging yet. Did lose 2 villagers finally as well, probably to the scouts' masses. And now a bit of a 2 vs 1 situation here from Yipip and Fingolfin. However, Troondo being joined by Frenchop's archers here. I like how Troondo is adding quite a few scouts as well, because he knows that the Cubans player is likely on 2 TCs here. That means that being a bit later to the castle age for the Franks here is not really that big of a deal, because Cubans will be late anyway, but you need to apply pressure, of course. And this 2 vs 1 situation here on the presumed strongest player, Fingolfin. That is absolutely valid damage down there. Keeping the army numbers on the low side here for the purple player. Expertly quick walling behind this. Still an opening over here though. Well, who needs an opening to the side when you can break through unfinished foundations? On the southeast side we have Moin here with the Vikings getting a bit of a counter push in here. Only lost 1 villager to the early offensives of John AMD, so the overall situation shouldn't be too bad. The idleness time slightly higher for Moin though. Scouts, archers on Fingolfin here is probably shouting for help from Yipip now. Yipip, who currently doesn't have any resource military whatsoever, just booming like crazy with the feudal 2 TCs. 52 villagers to 39. However, Troondo is halfway to the castle age and will be pumping out knights well ahead of the humans, meaning that the humans will need to rush that castle age transition ASAP. Just, I think it's time to consider idling TC, not make scouts really. That's not going to make too much of a difference here. We need the castle age, drop a market, sell the wood, buy some food, go castle age if you're Yipip here. The villager count is already well ahead, and it's going to take the Troondo some time to catch up with that anyway. Good offensives here though, 2 vs 1 on Fingolfin. That's obviously why Yipip is making some army as well to try and help out here. Or to double on John AMD's side to distract DTT's armies. But right now it doesn't look too pretty for Fingolfin. Is taking a solid beating here. 15 villagers lost. I don't like how TTT are leaving the humans alone though. I mean, I know they're hitting Fingolfin because he is the strongest player on the team here. But you need to punish the humans. Double DZ boom as well. Otherwise, Yipip will be going into the cast stage here with a ridiculous economy to pump knights out of probably 3 or 4 stables. And how do you contest that even with Franks? Franks don't get chivalry in the castle age anymore. That's become an Imperial Age technology. Mm. So, pocket scouts from Yippip here hanging out in Fingolfin's base here. Backside, Troondo immediately with the next TC here knows he'll need to catch up with the humans here. 60 villagers to 43, so Yippip has had some idle TC time here compared to Troondo. That's why the villager lead isn't higher. But then again, with the humans getting Castle here, getting Forging, 29 on food, 4 on gold. We'll definitely need a lot more on gold to sustain multiple stables here. Oh, that's a bad house. That's a really bad house for gold efficiency here for Yippip. Yippip needs 18 on gold at this point to sustain this stable production. He has 4 stables, yes, but he's not going to be able to sustain these stables. He has the food for it, but does not have the gold for it. Far from the gold needed. Look at that, only 294 gold, and Yippip won't be able to... he'll be able to queue 4 knights out of these 4 stables and keep up with the initial mass of Troondo, but Troondo is already with +2 defense and now obviously punishing the humans big time. I think he should go straight for the gold, honestly, here, looking at the situation. There's barely any gold in Yippip's bank. He's queuing the knights, yes, but he's also outmatched in upgrades. Only +1/+1, he's up against +2 defense from the Franks here. Gold, big issue for Yippip here. Big issue. Very, very compact gold here, and only how many miners working? 5 or 6 miners. Moin comes to join in here though, but a little mass of crossbows here against the +2 knights. I'm not too sure about that. And it's already, Troondo is already catching up here as well with the now 3 DCs at home here. 10 knights to the 3 of the humans here. And yeah, as said, catching up with villagers, only 10 villagers behind now. Idle TC time, a little bit higher of course with more TCs, but you obviously need to keep up knights production as well until your farming economy can sustain everything. TCs also provide protection for your crucial resources, of course, like golds and woods and whatnot. Oh, left hand side, Yippip is making use of the scouts. You're going to get a good raid in on French over here. Great raids in on the Britons. Of course, the crossbows will eventually clean this up. Ballistics would be preferable to hit the moving targets more easily, but French over here losing 9 villagers just like that. Also has to react at home before moving forward to counterattack. Yeah, look at this. Humans at this point in the game should most definitely be able to outmass any other cavalry civ. If they've had the free 2 TC boom, there should be no way that the Franks or any other civilization, save for maybe Poles with the Castle and Unitech or Berbers, should be able to keep up with the humans here. The only fault of Yippip here is not having enough villagers on gold. You need 6 villagers, well, before gold mining. Let's assume Yippip has gold mining. If you have gold mining research, you need 5 villagers on gold to sustain consistent production out of 1 stable. And here we have 4 stables, which means we'll need 20 on gold to keep up the nice production from all stables, let alone get the food cost needed as well. I don't remember the food count needed. I think it's 8 on food. Oh, big shot! John AMD with a 2 fantastic Mangonel shot there. Oh, that hurts. That hurts big time. Look at the KD, 30 to 12, just like that. And just like that, John AMD gets a massive numbers advantage over Moyne as well. That's so unfortunate for Moyne. No pocket cavalry to help here, so that could be a shot, but a split there, microing down the Mangonel like a champ, taking a beating there. But nothing compared to the losses Moyne took there. We'll have to focus now on the humans and knights. They have +2 now, but after that's over with, John AMD will be able to take out the rest of the Vikings armies here. So good aggression from TTT on both sides now. Some pocket knights even joining in here now to raid and diminish the very strong Vikings economy. No ballistics yet though, it's ballistics for the Vikings, that helps out. That certainly helps out when outnumbered, but these numbers are too high even for the Vikings player to handle here. Top left side, we have Frencho with the Britons pushing on Fingolfin's base again. Fingolfin triple ranges, but not currently producing. In fact, they tap out and call the GG because they have lost crucial. It might be these Mangonel shots on Moyne's home base, to be honest. TTT, they take the 2-0 against their arch nemesis raiding party. Let's rewind that tiny little bit here to show these ridiculous Mangonel shots that happened here. Okay, we need even a bit further back. How far back was it? I think this is it. I'm just gonna show that before we look at the stats. The game is over, but look at this, look at this. Chasing. Knights, both balls. Good engagements here. Yeah, there's the first one. One hit. TC Fire not focusing the Mangonel. That would be a way out of this as well. And boom! And another one. Amazing shots. Alright, let's have a look at the stats, and I'll conclude this cast with, for today, this YouTube exclusive. I'm gonna split the graphs here for clarity. Eco and army development. See, late horse colors here, but that's common for Arctic civilizations anyway. Military count, the KD for French off the charts here with the Britons, 62-28. Great feud aggression on Fingolfin there, leaving Fingolfin alone in the tour zone because Yipip a bit greedy with the Cubans 2 TCs there. Could have maybe played more scouts before investing into the second TC, and it could have switched the favors up a bit, but fact remains, losing 15 villagers that early for Fingolfin, that's hard to recover from any player. 11,000 resources collected, yeah, big pressure applied to the purple player here. Here we see the uptimes, and the society score shows villager max, villager high humans again. Comes down to the gold income of Yipip here. You'll see it's almost the lowest of everyone here save for Fingolfin. Just remember that before gold mining, 6 gold, 6 villagers on gold to sustain 1 stable. If you have gold mining, it's more like 5. And yeah, if you want to do multiple stables and you're not floating gold, you'd better task some of those farmers to gold to keep those stables producing. Otherwise, or use the market to tweak. If you have a market, you could sell wood or food excess resources to get production going. But really, need more gold miners to sustain multiple stables. It's costly, that unit. So that concludes this YouTube exclusive cast. I'm gonna be back with more if that's of interest. Just let me know in the comments or in my Discord or League of Empires Discord if this was something you'd like to see more of. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.